Salisbury poisoning. UK experts cannot prove Novichok nerve agent used on Scrapples came from Russia. Accusations and recriminations between Britain and Russia are set to escalate with the news that scientists at the Porton Down Military Research Facility have been unable to establish exactly where the Novichok nerve agent used to carry out the Scrapple attack was manufactured. The admission comes the day before Moscow convenes an emergency meeting of the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons, OPCW. Every time I hear Salisbury, I think of steak, Kimmy points out. Kimmy? Me too. Russia's embassy in London responded that Portion Down's assessment proves that all political declarations on the Russian origin of the crime are nothing more but assumptions not stemming from objective facts or the course of the investigation. The development also comes from Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, suggested that British intelligence services carried out the attempted assassination of the former M16 agent Sergei Scrapple and his daughter Yulia, and claimed that it had proved beneficial in distracting attention from Theresa May's government having to make major concessions to the European Union on Brexit. The OPCW is due to present on... Excuse me. Sorry, I'm reading this in real time, folks. The OPCW is due to present its own conclusions on the nerve agent in the near future. It remains to be seen whether it will be able to provide definite proof that the Novichok came from a Russian government facility or echo the Portion Down position. Now, what did they say here in the United States press immediately? They said it is from Russia and we have no doubt about it. That's what MSNBC said right away. It's from Russia. We have no doubt about it. That's what our intelligence agency said. They said 100% certainty. You know what else they said we had 100% certainty of? Weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. The fact that Trump, quote unquote, colluded with Russia, even though we don't have any conclusive evidence of that. And so far, what's been brought to light after a year and a half of investigations? A staffer that was basically ignored by everybody else and 13 Twitter trolls. That's it. And yet these are supposed to be our heroes. These intelligence agencies are supposed to be our heroes. Why? Because they don't like Trump. Why don't they like Trump? They don't like Trump for all the wrong reasons. They don't like Trump because they're worried he's too dumb and too much of a knee-jerk reactionary to continue the military-industrial complex as usual. That's why they don't like Trump. They don't dislike Trump because his policies are terrible. They don't dislike because his policies are just Republican policies. There's no policy that Trump has that isn't just a regular Republican policy. Are the policies repulsive? Yes. Republican policies are repulsive. Democrat policies are non-existent. And that's our system, guys. Repulsive policies or non-existent policies that aren't repulsive. Choose. And if you want something more, fuck off. We don't do that here. If you want something more, if you think we deserve better than the richest country in the world, you just want a pony and you're a purist and it's your fault. It's your fault we're in the mess we're in. That's what the media will tell you. So there you go. There you go, guys. So scientific experts are saying we don't really know the source yet. And it was all speculation out the gate. But instead of getting our facts straight and shooting, instead we just shoot first and aim later. Which, by the way, I used to think it was shoot first and ask later. It's shoot first and aim later. I was getting that phrase wrong for like 15 years. But unlike all the intelligence agencies in the United States, and unlike our corporate media, I'm willing to admit when I made a mistake. It's shoot first, aim later. Shoot first, aim later. Don't shoot the pony, James point out. Shoot first and ask questions later. So I guess some people do say it that way. Marcus says, really? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's shoot first and aim later. Yeah. I think that's the phrase. But I don't know. Maybe they say both because some of you guys are saying both. Shoot first and ask questions later. Okay, so Celeste says, I thought it was ask too. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it is. Man, now I mean somebody told me it was and then I thought like, well, that makes sense. Shoot first and aim later. Maybe people say both. All right, so I wasn't wrong. No, just maybe people say both. Don't admit fault. It's a sign of weakness. They'll dismiss you as a lunatic. Shoot first, ask questions later here in Chicago. It's shoot first and ask questions later, you fool. All right, I don't know if I don't know if you need to call names over it. Ron sounds more like our foreign policy. It can depend on the area. Sounds more like our foreign policy. Shoot first, ask later. I've never heard aim later, Shays points out. Fair enough. Well, hey, maybe I wasn't alone. That's the one I love. Snitches get stitches. Ha! Sorry, fool. It's okay, Ashton. I was just messing. Theresa May now says it was either the Russians or the band Poison. Love it. Shoot first and ask questions later. That's a U.S. thing. To take hasty, immediate action with serious consequences without first adequately investigating the situation. So we had it right. I've been saying it right all along. Interesting. So there you go, guys. We still don't really know where it came from, although they've responded aggressively already because Russiagate isn't limited to the United States. It's moved overseas.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.